Okay, so I'm going to give you just a short tutorial on how to use Audacity to record and to edit. This is just going to be quick and dirty just to get you started. So let's assume you've got a microphone already plugged into your computer, and assuming that what you do is you come up here, and if you want to just record, you just hit this button right here that says it's the red button here, and you just click that, and it starts. And now I'm being recorded right now. So here I go. La-di-da, I'm talking about Audacity and I'm doing one heck of a great job. And now I'm done, and when I'm done, I'm going to hit the yellow button, this one right here. When I'm done, then it stops recording. If I want to just play back, what I do is you see the cursor looks like an I-beam right here. Okay. What I do is I put the cursor back here at the start, click right there near the start, and then I hit the play button. Now I'm being recorded right now. So here I go. La-di-da, I'm talking about Audacity and I'm doing one heck of a great. Okay, so there you go. Actually, I didn't go all the way back to the start. What I should have done is done that. Now, I kind of goofed around at the start. I'll play at the very beginning. Listen to this. That, and it starts. And now I'm being recorded right now. So here I go. La-di-da, I'm talking about Audacity. Now, let's say I kind of do something like that. I kind of goof around, or I make a mistake, or I want to get rid of something. Okay. Let's say I wanted to get rid of all this stuff right here. That's kind of before I started talking. So what I would do is I'd select the area that I want to get rid of, and I could do it in between if I wanted to. I could get rid of this part right here. And you can see sometimes you can look at the waveform, this little wave here, and you can see the dead spots in between words, and you can sort of guess, okay, this might be about where I said this or that. So I could get rid of that middle section right there, but what I really wanted is get rid of this beginning section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that, and then I just hit the delete key, and it goes away. And now when I play it, la-di-da, I'm talking about Audacity and I'm doing one heck of a great job. And now I'm done, and when I'm done, I'm going to hit the yellow button, this one right here. Okay, so let's say that's what I want. Okay, so if you want to record another piece, then you just hit the red button and it'll pop out a new track like this. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking some more about Audacity and showing even more advanced features, and then I'll stop. Okay, now what I want to do is I want these to be sort of one after the other, not on top of each other. So what I would do is I get this little button right here, which is like the arrow going left to right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and you notice I got the left right arrow. I'm just going to slide this, and I want to overlap it about like that, and then stop. And when I want to do cuts or something like that, I got to go back to this cursor right here. So that one's just for moving back and forth. Now, if I want to hear the whole thing, it'll sound like this. La-di-da, I'm talking about Audacity and I'm doing one heck of a great job. And now I'm done, and when I'm done, I'm going to hit the yellow button, this one right here. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking some more about Audacity and showing even more advanced features, and then I'll stop. Okay, so now we've got that little sequence there. Okay, now if you notice, the second one was just a little bit louder than the first one. I don't know if you caught that. But if you wanted to decrease the volume, an easy way to do it is just use this little button right here. It's got a minus on the left, a plus on the right, and you can just reduce the gain just a little bit. It's kind of a trial and error thing, but you can just reduce the volume of that entire track right there. So that's probably one of the things I would do. Another thing I might do is, even though this is all dead stuff, I'm still going to get rid of it. So I'm just going to get, and you notice that the track that's dark over here is the one I'm working on. Okay, it's not going to do anything to that one up there, just this one right here. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of all that stuff right there, so it's a little cleaner. And now I'm going to get this thing and slide this back over to about there. Okay, so now the last thing I want to do, and so that's some basic editing. Okay, you can kind of take it from there. The last thing is, let's say you've got something pre-recorded. It could be a piece of music, or it could be maybe you did some recording on a portable device, like maybe one of the ones you borrowed from me, or something you own yourself. And it's stored on the portable device. So you have to plug the portable device into your computer, and it probably will show up like a jump drive. Okay, so then all you have to do is just go find it. Now this would work the same whether it's a pre-recorded piece of audio or it's a music file or whatever else. It works the same way. You want to go up here, up to the project file, and you click on Import Audio, and then you just got to go and find whatever it is you want to get. So let's see. I'm going to pick out something from, I'll just pick out a piece of music from my iTunes. Let's see, something from my own. Here, something like that. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so I'll stick that in, and what it'll do, you'll see it'll automatically import it, and it sets up another track, so it won't overwrite the other stuff. Now you notice because this one I brought in is a lot longer than the other two, it kind of shoved the other ones down, but all it did is just made the time comparable. So now I can do the same bit of editing that I did with the other ones, okay? So what I want, let's say that I want to, I probably don't need all of this audio, so let's say I want to cut some of this audio. Let's see, I can do this, and let's say I can cut up to there. Okay, let's just do that. I'm not affecting the audio that was already there, by the way. Now with audio, you want it to be a lower volume. Okay, if it was another track, you probably wouldn't do this, another recording track, but with audio, you might want to drop the gain a little bit. And so now, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm just going to play it like this, just so you can hear how it sounds. Okay. I'm talking about Audacity. I'm doing one heck of a great job. And now I'm done. Now that was a little too loud, the audio, so I'm going to turn the audio down even more. And then we'll try it again. I'm talking about Audacity, and I'm doing one heck of a great job. And now I'm done, and when I'm done, I'm going to hit the yellow button, this one right here. Okay, so let's say I just want to get that first part of the song, okay, just the instrumental part. So let's see, that's probably about that much right there. I'll delete that. And let's say I want that to kind of lead into everything else. So what I'll do is I'll slide this guy over here, and I'll slide this guy over here, and line them up. And let's give that a listen. La-di-da, I'm talking about Audacity, and I'm doing one heck of a great job. And now I'm done, and when I'm done, I'm going to hit the yellow button, this one right here. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking some more about Audacity and showing even more advanced features, and then I'll stop. Now if you need to zoom in on this thing to see it better, that's what this little guy does. Okay, you can zoom in on a piece, and then you can kind of see better where things line up. So if I was going to be picky, I probably would kind of knock off that a little bit and delete that. Now one last little trick you can do, if you wanted this to kind of fade in or fade out, you could do something like this. I could select just like that back half right there, and then if I go over here under Effects, you notice that there's a fade in and a fade out. So if I want it to fade out, I click fade out, and it'll just fade that part that I picked. Okay, so then if I want to hear the whole thing now, I would do that, and we'll hear it. La-di-da, I'm talking about Audacity, and I'm doing one heck of a great job. And now I'm done, and when I'm done, I'm going to hit the yellow button, this one right here. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking some more about Audacity and showing even more advanced features, and then I'll stop. Okay, that's good. And then the last thing, if you wanted to have, say, the music back at the end, you could do something like this. You could click on that track, and then, let's see, I don't always remember where it's at. There it is, duplicate. I can duplicate that track, so now I've got the same track down here. There it is. And I can move this down, and you can see that one of the things with Audacity is you can get very long very quickly. But then I can put this here at the end, and then I'll have music at the beginning and end. So that's basically how Audacity works. Now when I want to get the file from this, what I do is I go here to File, and I want this, Export as MP3. And so export as MP3, it'll produce an MP3 file. I'll name it and tell it where I want it to go. And then once I have the MP3 file, either I turn it in because that's the project, or maybe I use that in Movie Maker or with GarageBand or with iMovie or whatever else you want to use it with. So that should about do it. So good luck. I hope you guys produce some great audio.